G'day YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel. Well, what a review I did yesterday. A full review on the Smartmotion electric bike. Mid-hub or mid-city model with mid-drive. So this is going to be just a short update on the review that I did yesterday. I was trying to compare it with, well, are e-bikes better than e-scooters? Well, of course it is. The reason being is pretty much because you got pedal assist. Even if you don't have, if a chain breaks, for example, especially if it's a hub drive, you can still ride at home. Even if an electric motor burns out or something goes wrong with it, at least you got pedal assist to get you home. So you got those two options. Well, where an e-scooter, you know, if your battery dies or your electric motor dies for some reason, you're gonna have to push it all the way home. So that's the downside of e-scooters. With e-bikes, I don't see a downside to it. Just keep an eye on what's the maximum weight rating of your e-bike is. But I'm trying to compare my model yesterday also, the Ninebot Max G30L, with my e-bike. And again, you can watch the full review on that and the difference between the both and the way they performed. Of course, G30L, Ninebot Max, it's a great scooter. It's got a 350 watt compared to the 250 watt on the e-bike. When you consider it's got pedal assist, it's pretty much the performance much better than a 350 watt, that's for sure. 350 watt on its own with no pedal assist. So there is a word out there going say, oh yeah, the Smartmotion is actually, even though it's a 250 watt motor, it peaks at a much higher wattage than it normally is. Maybe, not sure. But I can surely tell you that an e-scooter will never outperform an e-bike unless you go ahead and buy something like a 750 watt, 1000 watt, or even a 2000 watt e-scooter. But again, if you add one of these types of high performance motors on an e-bike, again, an e-bike will outperform a scooter almost any time, almost. Of course, e-scooters will have that torque from the start for better acceleration. They accelerate better because of the small wheels. Bikes don't tend to accelerate very quick, but when, like I said, once you start pedaling, about a second or two later, the motor kicks in, and then you feel the actual power and torque kick in. So if I can see any other benefits, e-scooter, especially mine, versus the e-bike, of course the e-bike you get to sit down, enjoy the ride. Everything is in its right place in terms of where everything is on the handlebars, both scooter and the bike and the e-bike. But again, the main big advantage is, of course, that you get the dual propulsion, so both pedal assist and the e-bike kicking in when you actually wanted to. which is the main point of this. With e-scooter, you just turn it on and it just goes. Give it a bit of a push with your feet and it's off. So there are positives to the e-bikes, I can see that. I don't see any negatives I can think of. The only negative I can think of with e-bikes will probably be watch that weight limit, because every bike might not carry, they might carry 100 kilos, but question is, can they actually carry more? So with the Smartmotion, it's 100 kilos plus an extra 38 kilos luggage. The bike itself is 28 kilos. So I weigh 110. So I can carry, by ride, I should be able to carry an extra 18 kilos as shopping, if I wanted to go shopping. Some bikes might not be rated at 100, we're not sure, but you have to keep an eye on those things as you purchase a new e-bike. With an e-scooter, it is a big downside, because not a lot of scooters can carry more than 100 kilo rider weight. So that's something to consider and be watchful of that. So with the G30L, it's 100 kilos, but it can actually carry more than that, up to 120. So I'm in that process now that I'm at 110. Sure, the G30L will still pull in drive mode on the flat, but sports mode in the uphills up to a certain point now. And it's come to this point now where it is a bit of a struggle to carry me up, and it does cut off, probably due to a bug or maybe just an overheating problem, not sure, even on those 10-15 degree inclines. And this is the reason why I actually gone ahead and swapped the scooter for a e-bike. So again, an e-bike can carry more weight. So with the Smartmotion, you can carry an extra 18 kilos, absolutely no problem. E-scooters, on their own, they do way less. Again, depends on the model. There are some e-scooters can weigh more than a bike, or even as a bike weight. So my e-bike is 28 kilos. There are some e-scooters that weigh the same, because of the size of the battery and the weight and the size of the battery and the weight of the motor. But when you consider the overall performance, again, you can't go past the e-bike with the pedal assist. You can isolate the pedal assist. You can ride it on its own, on electric, no problem. But when you combine both of them and you got the motor kicking in while you're pedaling, that is a big positive. And this is the reason why I went for an e-bike and ditching the e-scooter now. So we'll be selling my wife's scooter at the moment, the F25. We're going to keep the G30L so my wife can ride it with me to some places. I might even take the speed hack that I did from 25 to 30 k's an hour. I might have to go back to its original setting at 25 k's an hour, Australian region, only because she can ride where I can ride, get more further distance, saving battery. My wife is a pretty light rider, so she's ridden my scooter before, so she will have no problems with performance going up hills. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take her back to its normal setting. In terms of the e-bike, sure, you can speed hack any e-bike by repositioning the sensor, but for me, I'm pretty much satisfied with the performance of the e-bike right now. There's no reason to hack the speed or anything like that, so I'm just keeping everything at a factory setting, which is a good thing. But yeah, I am very surprised that the 250 watt plus pedal assist has the same performance as a 350 watt, if not more, on the e-scooter, especially the G30L. The G30L Ninebot Max, of course, again, they're good for heavy people. So again, you can't go past the e-bike. So the winner here is always going to be the e-bike. Got your pedal assist. Again, if the chain breaks, you can still ride it at home. You should be able to ride at home in the mid-drive. I presume you could. Maybe that's the downside, because it's a mid-drive. If the chain breaks, yeah, how would you get home? You're gonna have to push it, wouldn't you? Well, you might have to carry a spare chain. That's the only thing. If it was a hub drive, yeah, you can get away with a broken chain and just ride at home with the hub drive pushing you on the way home. Of course, in order for the hub drive to work properly, especially with a low wattage motor, you're going to have to give it a bit of a push, so then the hub motor can kick in, that rear hub motor can kick in, or front hub, regardless what you have, front hub or a rear hub motor drive. So yeah, the downside of that mid drive, if a chain breaks, you can't really do much. Like I said, you're just gonna have to carry an extra chain, which is something I'm thinking of right now. Maybe I might think of putting a phone holder on my Smartmotion bike. Not sure yet. I want to see what I can get, what sort of accessories I can get for it. So I've got the 2 pannier bags in the back, as you saw on my review yesterday. It's got that you can carry luggage on top as well. So it's got the back thing. You can pick and choose what size you want. You can bolt it down or strap it. There is a strap that came with the Smartmotion, which is a nifty little thing to have, which is great. The lights are satisfactory at the moment. I'm not sure how many lumens. I don't think it's specified in the actual manual book on the Smartmotion, but I think it should be okay. So again, conclusion, e-bike's the winner. So I do have to ditch the e-scooter, unfortunately. So what can you do? I'm a big bloke, so gotta look for bigger things. And I've got not quite a big bike. It's not a mountain bike. It's just a commute. But it does the job extremely well. So it's met my expectations once again. Very happy with what I have. Bit of money, extra money, much more dear than the e-scooter that I got, the G30L. But at the end, it's worth every penny, every dollar. So that's all I have for today. If you see what you like here today, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for future episodes. So till then, bye for now.